Hey, it's Jared here with Nintendo World Report. I'm at PAX East 2017 doing a quick interview. I am with
Aaron Weber from Sega. I'm the community manager for Sega. Wait, is it 2017 already? Oh man,
I think so.
Can we go back to like 2015 or 16?
Going back in time, you got Sonic Mania, 2D Sonic. I know we've had a couple 2D Sonic releases, over the last many years. But I feel like this exact style of 16-bit Sonic we haven't seen since, approximately 94. Maybe you can count Sonic Jam, but that was a re-release. What does it mean to bring back 2D Sonic, classic 16-bit Sonic sprite? Why are you guys making Sonic Mania?
Well, first off, very astute of you to actually recognize Sonic Jam. Most people don't know about that game on the Sega Saturn, so bravo. Second, what does it mean? It means a lot, and all at once, it's very simple, but it's very impactful, and that is we are going back to the style that really defines Sonic as an icon, right? On the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you're from, where you grew up. 2D Sonic was, for a lot of us, for me at least, I grew up playing 2D Sonic. My little brother would play as Tails, and I would play as Sonic, and we'd play Sonic 3 and Knuckles all the way through. And Sonic Mania is kind of a celebration of what it was that made Sonic so great back then. And it goes back to that, and it celebrates all of the original games. It's got stuff in there from Sonic 1, stuff from Sonic 2, from Sonic 3, from Sonic and Knuckles, maybe even references to Sonic CD, to Knuckles Chaotix, which people are like, wait, Knuckles Chaotix, right? It's like a celebration of all of those things in one awesome package. And it's not just looking back at what made it great, it's also adding brand new stuff. It's new zones like Studiopolis or Green Hill Zone Act 2, which we just revealed recently. It's brand new, totally built from the ground up. It's so exciting.
Awesome. I know we've already seen Green Hill Zone return. Are we definitely going to see another classic zone returning? You don't have to say what one, but we're definitely seeing something else.
Yeah, you'll definitely see at least a couple more in there. And we're pretty excited. We haven't really spoiled them yet. So far we've shown off Green Hill Zone, Studiopolis, which is a new one, and Mirage Saloon, which is a new one, and kind of made the big reveal recently that when you get to an Act 2 of what we call like a classic zone, it's not really Act 2 as you remember it. It's going to be very different, and Green Hill Zone Act 2 is actually based on kind of early prototype designs from Sonic 1 that people found in like a magazine from an old like show floor demo, and the devs were like, oh yeah, we're going to take that, put that in our Green Hill Zone Act 2. They added interactive elements to it. So if you have the fire shield, you can run over the log bridges and set them on fire and then like get to secret areas below it. And they added pools of water, not just because it's a tropical zone, but it's an extra layer, like an element for you to try and keep the fire shield by avoiding the pools of water. So there's all these little subtle things they're putting in there. And the boss of Green Hill Zone Act 2 is also totally different. It's not what people are expecting, but we're not going to spoil it yet.
Awesome. I forget, this is a random question about an old Sonic game, but could you keep the fire shield in like Sonic 3 if you jumped in the water?
No. So that was the thing. There were 3 shields, right? Well, 3 primary elemental shields. Fire, the bubble shield, and the electric shield. The bubble shield underwater would let you breathe. So you didn't have to worry about that really traumatizing drowning music that, by the way, incidentally, makes a really great alarm clock if anyone needs one. Use the Sonic drowning music. It's great. You'll wake up in no time. The fire shield, the electric shield would both be neutralized if you went in the water, but the bubble shield would work. And so that was kind of like, you can use the fire shield in Mania to burn stuff like the log bridge in Act 2, but if you go in the water, if you get hit, you lose it.
Cool, awesome. Are there any other, let's see, all the music, so I know there's classic music returning. Who's making this new music in this game?
This is a fun story. The guy's name is T. Lopes. T, just like Christian Whitehead and the guys at Pagoda West and Simon Tomley, grew up a huge Sonic fan. You can actually look on YouTube and find fan remixes of Sonic songs that T. Lopes did. So Christian and the team found T and were like, we want you to do the soundtrack, brought him on board, and he's the guy that did the Studiopolis song that you've heard. It's super amazing. Like just all the elements that he works into it are great. And T is doing the entire soundtrack for the game. So all the new tracks you hear, that's T. Lopes.
Awesome. So let's see, Sonic Mania. You brought up Knuckles Chaotix.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to see that game again?
maybe not a Knuckles Chaotix. It had some really interesting gameplay designs, like with the rings, right? And that kind of stuff. I haven't heard much about Knuckles Chaotix, but I'm sure you'll see some little nods, you know, to all of the classic games within Mania itself.
Awesome. Let's see. Just classic Sonic. I know games coming to the Nintendo Switch. I think you've already said this, but as far as I know, day and date with the other versions, correct?
Yeah, the plan is to go wide on every platform together, simultaneous.
Okay. And price parity between all the different versions?
Yeah, the goal is to be the same price everywhere. We haven't talked about what the price is yet, but we'll probably talk about it in the coming months.
Okay, awesome. I'm wondering, so will the Switch version, as far as you know, support the Pro Controller? Just because I know there have been a few games that haven't supported it so far.
This is a good question, and I've been asked this before. So don't take this as exact, because this could be wrong. But last I heard, the final version of the game will support the Pro Controller, but it's worth like triple checking as we get closer to launch, just to make sure. So as far as I know, hopefully, but don't take it quite as a confirmation just yet.
Okay, sounds good. Let's see. Anything else you want to tell us about Sonic Mania, or just Sonic in general? I know that it looks like 2017 is going to be a pretty big year for Sonic.
Yeah, it is. We've got, not only is Mania coming out for the Switch, but so is the Sonic 2017 game. We're going to talk about that a little bit more next week at South by Southwest at our panel there. So anyone in the Austin, Texas area, please come on by. Other things about Sonic, well, let's see. It will be a big year. Certainly for Sonic, and it's nice because it's kind of a mix. We have classic Sonic with Sonic Mania, and for the people that really like modern Sonic, we've kind of revealed that you've got a more 3D Sonic look with Sonic 2017. So I think all in all, it's going to be a really, really fun year for the fans, and I hope that they're very excited. I know we at Sega are very excited for all the things that we're seeing here, and it was really hard last year because we were kind of like working on these things secretly. We're like, we got to keep it a secret, don't let it leak. And now finally it's here, we can talk about it, people can play Mania. And we're so stoked to see what people think about both games when they play them later this year on Switch.
Definitely excited, and I'm super happy both are on Nintendo systems. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.